I studied to become a draft counselor, and I advised other young men about legally what their options were under the draft. Okay, it was very complicated. I mean, and very, very unfair, the whole draft system. Okay, one issue was conscientious objector. It said in the rules you had to have a religious principle that made you against all war. And initially, they interpreted that to be, well, you had to be a Quaker. That was it. If you weren't a Quaker, if you're a Jew, Catholic, Protestant, you didn't qualify. Okay. The Supreme Court ruled sometime in the mid-60s, no, it didn't have to be a formal religion. It could be a spiritual belief. Okay. Still a problem, though, especially if you were Jewish. You go from a draft board, so you had to be opposed to all war. Not just this war. All war. So they would ask you a question like, well, if they wanted to, would you have fought Hitler? Good question. Okay, if you're Jewish. Okay. And not easy to answer. You had to know how to do that. I think one of the ways to get around that was a past tense hypothetical. And the law was written where it was present tense. So that was one way to sort of circumnavigate around that kind of, using those kinds of things.